Hi friends, it's Jasmine, your Vancouver, Washington realtor extraordinaire, and in today's video we'll be covering everything from early planning stages to moving day to getting settled into your new home. Whether you're moving across town or moving across the country, this video is the ultimate checklist for you. Plus, I'll share some insider tips to make moving even easier, so stick around. 8 weeks out or 2 months before your move, the first thing you're going to want to do is get a moving binder together. And this can be either a physical binder or a digital folder, but in this binder, you will have all of your most important documents, all of your receipts, basically anything pertaining to your move. And this is going to become your moving Bible in a way. And it's so important to keep it next to you, keep it organized. Organization is key during a move because it saves time, it reduces stress and overwhelm, it helps streamline packing. It is so imperative to keep yourself organized during the moving process. It is also important around this time to start budget planning, specifically a moving budget, and this is going to cover everything from packing supplies, deposits, to your movers. You should also start decluttering your space. Decide what you want to take with you, what you want to sell, and what you want to donate. The more things you can sell or donate, the better, because that will reflect on your moving costs. You won't have as many moving boxes. And finally, you're going to start researching moving companies. Obviously, we all want the best bang for your buck, so check different quotes from different companies, but you also want to make sure you read the reviews to make sure that they're reputable and that they have the right licensing and insurance. Alrighty, so now we're slowly creeping towards our moving date. We are 6 weeks out now, and the first thing I would recommend doing is gathering your moving supplies. This includes everything from boxes, packing tape, bubble wrap, markers, and moving labels. And something that I would recommend is checking your local classifieds, Facebook groups, grocery stores, even restaurants to get some free boxes. I was really fortunate that I worked at a restaurant where all of our supplies came in boxes, and my employer just gave me those boxes. So if you're a regular at a restaurant or grocery store that you frequent often, I'm sure they would give you their boxes, because if not, they're just going in the recycle and garbage. Around this time, you should start notifying important parties of your move. This includes your employer, your current residents, because for most places, you need to give them a 30-day notice, your utility company, that includes water, sewage, electricity, subscription services, and banks. You should also inform the post office of your address change and set up mail forwarding. That way, in case you haven't set up your address change manually for your bank or for subscription services, etc., all of your mail will automatically get forwarded to your new address and you won't have to worry about that. You should also start packing your non-essential items that you don't need before your move. These include things like seasonal decorations, seasonal clothing, extra kitchen items, yard supplies. I could go on and on with this list, but getting back to being organized, it's so important to stay organized when you are packing, because when I moved from Hawaii to Vancouver, I was just so excited to move. I threw random things into random boxes. I had stuff for my bathroom with stuff for my kitchen. I had stuff for my bedroom with stuff for my living room, and it made for a really frustrating and irritating time. So make sure you keep like things with like things. Keep your kitchen supplies in one box, keep your living room things in one box. It just makes things so much easier when you're unpacking. Now we are getting more and more excited because we are officially 1 month away from moving. And the very first thing you're going to want to do, the most important thing you should do 1 month out, is confirm your moving arrangements. Confirming your moving arrangements means that you have a moving date set, all of your arrangements are finalized with your moving company, and you have a rental truck reserved and ready to go. It's also important to get in touch with people you might have made plans with, like family members or friends that said they would help you move, and just confirm that they are set for your moving date to still help you. If you have pets and plants that you're taking with you, now is the time to start focusing on that as well. Specifically when it comes to your animal, if you're thinking of driving across country for your move and your pet has never been in the car with you, it's important to maybe start taking them on your drives. If you're planning to move via airplane, make sure that your pet has all of their shots up to date. For me, I was from Hawaii where there's no such thing as rabies. We don't don't have rabies there. So I had to get my dog vaccinated with all of his rabies shots and everything up to date, just to make sure that he could even be on the plane to move up here with me. You should also be continuing to pack any non-essential moving items whenever you have the chance to. The more things you can pack away, the better. That way you don't have to worry about it as your moving date is getting closer. The other thing I would suggest is making a moving day essential box. Obviously, you're not going to tape it up and seal it, but this box is going to have everything from toiletries to an extra change of clothes to snacks that you may need. It's kind of like your emergency box. The butterflies in your stomach are getting more and more intense because we are exactly 2 weeks out, and the first thing you're going to want to do is service your car, especially if you are driving a long distance with your car. You want to make sure that your car can even take you from point A to point B, so that would be the number one thing to do, is make sure that your car is running smoothly. Around this time, you should be calling your utility company to see if you can cancel or transfer your utilities. If you're just moving right down the street into a home, you can see if you can transfer utilities to the day before you're about to move in. If you're moving all the way across country and you need to cancel your services, you can give them a cancellation date and hopefully a day to turn on your new services at your new home. Now is the time you should also be updating your address with the post office and with all relevant parties, whether that's your school, your employer. It is also so important to update your driver's license and your vehicle registration to match your new address. And finally, you should be calling your movers up and confirming that the date is set, any instructions regarding your move, they have those instructions, and everything is all confirmed. And drum roll, please. It is officially moving week, and you want to make sure that you have everything packed. Maybe you have a box or two left of your essentials that you've been using, but you are going to start packing that away and basically making sure your current living situation is essentially all boxes. There's nothing but boxes around you because you are fully packed. At this point in time, you should also be going through your boxes, making sure everything is labeled correctly, and if you have boxes that have fragile items, that they have the correct labels reflecting that they are fragile. And finally, the last thing you're gonna do is prepare for your actual moving day. This means that you're gonna be getting on the phone again with your movers, just confirming that everything will be perfect for that day. Call the new place that you're gonna be moving to, whether you're buying a home or you're leasing, just to make sure that you get the keys that day that you move. Have a cleaning kit ready for a final once over of your old home. That way, if necessary, you can spot clean if need be. And now, it is moving day! The first thing you should be doing is taking an inventory of all boxes and items being loaded onto the truck, ensuring nothing gets left behind. I would even do a final walkthrough of your old home to make sure you aren't leaving anything important. I think another great suggestion is counting the amount of boxes that you have. That way you have an actual count in your head of how many boxes should be showing up at your new place. I would also recommend supervising the move, meaning that if you hire movers, you are there watching during the loading and unloading process, and you're there for any questions that they may have. Upon arriving at the new home, inspect items for any damages, take notes, and document things. That way you can send it in for an insurance claim if by some chance something does get damaged. And if you have enough energy and are excited enough, start unpacking essentials and then work your way from there. So let's say you're hungry and you know you're going to be using your kitchen. Well, start unpacking your kitchen boxes first, and then you can work your way. When I moved into my current home, I legit stayed up for 2 days straight to try to get everything unpacked. It didn't work. It took me a good week to get moved, but I would definitely suggest unpacking your essentials first and then working your way. After your move, one of the first things you should do is start unpacking your important documents, because your important documents are things you're going to need no matter what, right? Like, let's say you're looking for a new job. Well, you're going to need your social security card, so might as well take out your important documents. I would also take a break from unpacking to go and explore your new neighborhood. You can use this opportunity to go and meet your neighbors, locate essentials like your grocery store or pharmacy. This is your new home in your new area, so it's imperative to go and see what the neighborhood is like. By following this ultimate moving checklist, you can make your move less stressful and more organized. Remember, preparation is key. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to me for more real estate tips and tricks. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and please let me know if you have any moving stories or any tips that you'd like to give my followers down below. And I have a question for you. If you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move and why? I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I hope you all have a lovely week. Bye!